Jim and Beverly Sheidt. We're from Joliet, Illinois, and this is a Thor Hurricane 34R.
2019.
It's a 2019.
Obviously, we remodeled it. We plan to live in it full time, so much to our family's chagrin, we don't need it to sleep 8. So it's why it looks a little different maybe than another Hurricane might.
And we got 3 more years for retirement. Plan on going full time after that, and depends on health wise, up to maybe 5 years, and do the lower 48 again and Alaska, because we've already been to all 50. 41 years ago we met at a campfire. We've been camping ever since.
Just celebrated our 40th anniversary a week ago. As far as activities, hobbies, we have Lucy, our beagle mix, and we love to hike and we do photography. I like to do some drawing and watercolor painting. Jim likes to read technical manuals. I like to read novels. So we both enjoy reading, and we play a lot of games. We love board games.
Some of the California laws have changed and can't run generators, certain generators, and they are pretty noisy. We want to do as much boondocking as we can and not try to run the generator.
So we learned that the hard way. We had a Winnebago Class C, same generator, and it clunked out on us. And the cost of replacing that can be multiple $1,000s, and so that was part of looking at solar as well, knowing we don't want to go through 2 or 3 or 4 generators, depending how long we're out on the road. And we have a dog, so it's important that if we're leaving for a while, we know she's going to be safely comfortable. We wanted to have a good idea of what we needed because we don't know what we're trying to buy, and Jim's very technical. He works in the technical field, and the great thing was he came up with, I think this is what we need. And when we talked to Brian, there were a few things we didn't know about, but we really felt confident that we weren't oversold anything we didn't need. And we had done that homework, but I'd encourage others, you don't need to give up a month of your life doing that homework. These guys are not going to oversell you. And so one of the things we did is we went online to look under some of the RV forums that we're on to see if anybody else had services here. And then we found a video by Broken Dreams Reborn, and they were very complimentary. There was lots of video of the process, and at that point we called and spoke with Brian and got an estimate worked up pretty close to what he was looking at as far as parts and pieces, and set the appointment, and 2 weeks later here we are. Talked to Gavin, and I told him, I said, by the way, please let the person that answered the phone know that she was so pleasant and gave me a specific callback time. And if this is how you treat your customers, I think we're at the right place. And he said, well, that's my mom. I said, like, don't tell your mom. She did good. Took down all of our information and worked up a proposal. When Jim got home from work, we looked it over. We called him back with a few things, and inside of 2 days, we knew what we needed. We said, we want to look at it 2 ways, the partial and then just going full Monty. And we decided to just get it all done at once.
Well, we pulled in Sunday night, disconnected, hooked up here. Monday morning they came out about 7:15, saying, oh, we're going this bay here, and went over what we wanted done. And that was it. Every morning at 7 o'clock I pulled the rig over to which bay I was going into, and it was very easy.
And then during the installation process, we were in a record high heat wave this last 2 days. They broke records yesterday in Indiana that were over 40 years old. And we were able to stay cool and comfortable. We could use the lobby. Our little sleeping dog here, she was able to go up to the lobby with us. We took her kennel, or she was just allowed to sit with us. So, you know, we go into the community, we did some touristy things and visited some things, but in the heat of the day, we came back to the lobby, and usually between 3:30 and 4, they'd come get us and say, okay, we're done for the day, and we'd pull the coach back here and plug in.
John, yeah. No, he is very, very knowledgeable of the system. He went through all the equipment outside, inside, the information screens, the apps for the phone.
And he was very detail oriented. Jim had a lot of questions. Jim's a tech guy, And he was very patient, answered all of those questions. We have a business card, and he explained how they can remotely monitor and troubleshoot issues if we come up with something. And we didn't know that. That's huge. That is really huge. Harvey, that's what we call the RV. Harvey sits behind a fence. So I have to get up at 4 in the morning. We open up the fence and we pull Harvey out into the driveway. He goes on to work. I'm working from home. Well, while Harvey's sitting in the driveway, unless I'm running a generator to irritate all my neighbors, it is hot. It is broiling in here by the end of not anymore. The solar will be on and we'll have air conditioning running.
We'll be able to turn the air conditioner on.
When we get ready to leave, we're going to walk into a comfortable coach and not have concerns about the residential refrigerator. So from the very beginning of the trip, it makes a huge difference.
Yes.
But it's going to allow us to go off grid. It's going to allow us to boondock comfortably. That it's going to be comfortable in the coach and things will operate that we need.
That's the main thing is we could be going down the road having the air conditioners running without the generator. Then we don't have to worry, oh, we're getting down a quarter tank of gas, we need to shut the generator off. You know, or when we're going somewhere, because if we're down to less than almost a quarter tank and they lose power, because we've been in campgrounds that lost power, we can't run anything. You know, it's
and we're talking a lot about the air conditioner, but it really goes beyond that. To have the coach lights, the refrigerator, anything that we need to use to be able to charge my watch, to be able to charge my phone. You know, we really are dependent on the electricity. I absolutely would recommend Solar Energy Systems out of Nappanee, Indiana. They are honest. They have treated us so very well, and I certainly will be recommending Solar Energy Systems. Jim, how about you?
No, yes, I will be recommending them. Been treated very, very nicely. As from the get-go, from when they didn't say, hey, we needed this and that. No, there was no surprises, and very nice company to do business with.